so excited because this season, everything that is going on with the Tejada family, Drew and Diana, just their journeys, sad that it could be coming to an end. But where we are at now, I'll start with you, Latoya. Diana, what is she feeling right now? She's pregnant. She has all of these things going on. What are her thoughts surrounding the family and the drama with Tariq at this?
Oh my God. Survival, first part. She definitely wants to make it through and get through this. As far as pregnancy and family and the pregnancy being out to the family, I feel like she's hoping that it doesn't blow up in her face because you never know with the Tejadas. You don't know how Monet's going to take it. I mean, yeah, she came in and told Tariq, like, because she's pregnant. So I feel like she's definitely thinking about survival, wanting to get through this moment. She's hoping that the baby or this pregnancy could bring the family together. You don't know, like I said, with the Tejadas, you never know. I don't know how Drew may take it, how Monet may take it. I'm just hoping that it could be a bridge. Um, I saw a lot in the script where it's saying pregnancy brain, pregnancy brain. So she's doing a lot of things that she normally wouldn't do, or that's out of the norm, or she's not thinking all the way, thinking things through all the way because she's dealing with so much and she's pregnant. So, yeah.
Well, with Drew, I mean, there's so many emotions that are going through his heart and mind right now as far as related to Monet and his family. And we got a deeper insight into his psyche this episode. So, talk to me a little bit about where Drew is at mentally and how you think it shapes out going forward with the events of this episode.
Drew is at a place where he is doubling down. He's doubling down and he's ready to risk it all for what he believes in. And I think the the pressure of being this middle child who hasn't been able to really carve out his identity and do what he feels like he's been set out to do. And all of his options have always been closed to him, so he's carving with a small little trowel his own path. And um, his mental state right now is very in flux. He's very much so wondering who he can trust. He's leaning on Diana, and by the conclusion of this episode, there's a bit of a bittersweet moment where you could finally get to sleep. Because that's one thing I was talking about or wondering with you, Latoya. I was like, we probably haven't slept. You know, we probably haven't brushed our teeth, haven't eaten anything much. So it's just like you're just outside, and it's in New York, and so imagine it's New York in the summertime, just in the definition of summertime, hot, just hot, stank. Haven't been able to take care of yourself, and so now you can finally do that again, which is it was take a little bit of a burden off the shoulders.
So, one of the things that we have grappled with throughout this series is a mother's love and how far, as a child, do you still respect and honor your mother no matter the circumstances. So, we've seen a lot. What are your thoughts on how Drew and Diana feel about Monet, honestly and truly? Because that is their mother. But as we've seen now from the beginning, she hasn't been quite right, but it's their mom.
Diana, as we've seen even from season 3, the last episode, she was trying to back out. She changed her mind. It was her diabolical brother that reeled her back in. And I like, even though Drew and Diana aren't twins, I feel like they're like this. And if her brother is saying, listen, she's not gonna leave him hanging. Like, it's one of those weird situations. And Drew is so smart. He's like, but what are you talking about? She did this, she did this, she did this. She killed our father, number one. But how are you backing out now? But again, I will stick to this when I say family first, always. Family is Anna's weakness and strength. And she's gonna ride whatever which way.
I think like it's a weird relationship, right? It's really tough to navigate because that is your mom and you want to honor her in every way you can, but she went against that by killing your other parent, you're supposed to honor and uplift as well. So are the rules now just all gone? You know, are we making our own rules now? So there's just a lot that is Drew is processing at this time. And at the same time, I don't think Drew can bring himself to actually kill Monet face to face when it's all said and done. I think, you know, it's a very he's doing it in a very disconnected way. You know, I think he thinks that's what he wants, what he needs to feel happy and feel secure. And I believe he's still finding that.
So I want to know, in all of this chaos, do you think there is legitimately a way out that isn't death for the Tejada siblings? I'll start with you, Latoya.
Legitimately a way out? A way out, yes. I believe a lot of things would have to change in regards to their circumstances, but there's definitely a way out, for sure. Outside of death. I mean, we've been dodging it for so long. But Tejadas are very smart and strategic and methodical in how they move. So definitely a way out. How we do it, who knows?
Yeah, there's definitely a way out. I think it's like people just need to listen to each other. That's it. You know, you get into these arguments, and Monet's sitting there trying to explain her position, and then Drew sits there and cuts her off and says, "No, I don't give a damn because you're not saying what I'm expecting you to hear. What I demand to hear is I'm sorry because, not I had to do it because. No, I mean, no. This is what I want to hear. But if you would just listen to what you're getting, maybe there's some kind of, you know. So I think if we were able to listen to each other, everyone was, you know, able to be heard truthfully. But this is my ideal world. This is Lavelle talking, where he tries to bring that into it. Like every time I watch shows, every time I do a thing, I go, okay, what can I learn from this, and how not to be or how to be. And I'm like, maybe if I might not get myself into this situation. They're parables, right? At this point, I might not get myself in a situation if I were to just stop, breathe, remove my emotions from it and be like, actually, it wasn't that bad, and then move on. You know, and if it is that bad, then we can, you know, adjust accordingly. But yeah.